Hello guys, so today's going to be a little bit different of a video. I'm going to be doing an art tutorial on how to draw several different characters from popular things. And although I'm not the best artist, I still say I have artistic talent, whether it's musical or drawing. And I've just seen myself that some people have struggles with these kinds of things. So I have my eraser, and it doesn't really matter what eraser you have as long as it can erase things well off of paper. So I've got a real artist eraser here, and a regular just eraser. Plain sharpener. I've found out that metal ones, I have another one of these. This one has a plastic outline, but I have another one that's full metal, which is a lot better to use. But plastic one is still functional, and you can use whatever, like a trash can or something, but I like to use just a random can of stuff to put my scraps of pencil shavings in. So this first one is going to be a Bill Cipher drawing tutorial. And I don't draw him very often, but I've drawn him enough to know how, and that's one of my favorite TV shows, so drawing him shouldn't be too hard. So, by the way, thank you guys for all the love and support I've gotten so far. I wouldn't have made it anywhere without you guys. And I'm sorry I haven't been posting much on Axtail lately. I've been kind of tired with it, and there's been school and everything. So, back to the video. First you're gonna start, and if you're wanting to make this more cartoony, you can. But like my more cartoony-ish way is when starting off with his basic triangle, you make the triangle edges a bit rounder, so it makes it look a little bit bubbly. So we start with the triangle, and I'm gonna just redraw a second one. These are basic steps to it, and I'm going to post these on Pinterest in case anybody wants to look at them later on. But then we move on to an oval of sorts that comes into points on both sides. Sorry, I'm very determined to completely do this step by step. So his eye resembles that of a cat eye. It's not, don't get it too wide or too thin, but that looks pretty good, I would say. Oh. Now, for the other tutorials, there will be a few more coming out. I was giving my little brother some tutorials on how to draw a couple of different characters, and my much more basic sheet for Bill Cipher was this. But we have Bill Cipher, Jaden Animations, Painted Plummet, Jaden Animations, Something Else YT, and Sans. So I'll be doing separate videos of all of those and posting these ones that I do somewhere on Pinterest. I'll take a better picture quality of these. But for now, so the top hat, I'm going to hide it kind of behind this above one, and I'll do a diagram on the side. But the top hat is one of the most crucial parts of drawing Bill. That's one of his better features, along with the bricks at the bottom and the... You can draw him with a cane depending on how you're drawing him, but this is going to be a very simple one. So there's two different ways I've seen his not helmet, his hat drawn. I've seen a regular top hat look, and then there's the more Gravity Falls cartoony way of things with the wider bottom, starting out in a smaller cylinder thing and working its way into something wider as it goes up. And you can make his hat taller if you'd like, but I personally prefer this is a better look of it. There. I personally prefer this one, and that's how I usually draw him, but you know, you can draw your own preferences. Now, there's two different ways I draw his hands as well, but we're not getting into the hands just yet. We'll add the hands and arms over on this side. So, with his bricks, I have two different ways of drawing them. And since it's made to look a little bit more cartoony, less detail is key for that kind of thing. So, let me just get everything on here. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. I like to talk while I draw. So, in this step we're adding bricks, and I've seen this done as well, two different ways. There's the broken up ones that just seem to give a better atmosphere. And then there's the full ones that I'll draw on the side here. Now you can do it either way, but I prefer the broken ones just because it makes it look a little bit more cartoony. Now with the last triangle we have here, we're going to be adding his arms and legs and his bow tie. Remember, I've seen some people forget his bow tie before, and that makes the drawing look empty, obviously. If you forget his bow tie or top hat or honestly anything, the drawing ends up looking unfinished and just, you could have done better. I've also seen ones where they draw his top hat on his head. Now, you see how his top hat always has a little bit of a gap. If you don't see that, then maybe there's a problem. But there's always a little gap right up there. And that gap is important because in the show, his top hat doesn't set on his head. It's always floating a little bit above. So let me just get his bricks in here. I also thought that at the end of this video there will be a new intro for you guys to see, so that'll be something new. I decided not to keep using that song. I decided I wanted to use a song that's a little bit more comfortable for me. That fits me a bit better. So there's two different ways that I draw his hands. There's the little nubs that you can have, which are just like little ovals, and then there's the slight weird finger thing. Now this one also kind of looks like a lump, but you can see, if you can, there's little bits of detail for the fingers. And Bill Cipher only has 4 fingers on each hand because he's a cartoon character and most do. So there's 2 different ways to do that. And I almost forgot the bow tie. See, it's easy to forget things like that. So I almost missed the trend of hopping onto Among Us. And playing that lately has been pretty good. My character is usually yellow with a little flower sitting on top of their head. And my sister always seems to be the imposter. Alright, so this is my basic finished drawing, and it's very simple. The fingers can be added to give it a little bit more just feel, but there usually in the show of Gravity Falls, Bill has eyelashes. I prefer to draw him without eyelashes. If you want to add them, they're pretty simple. They're just a couple of lines that go on his eye. But I prefer to do it without it because I think the eyelashes were just a weird touch to it. So, like I said before, I'll be posting a picture of these on Pinterest. If any of you are interested in that, or I've seen Pinterest images of mine pop up on the internet before, so you might just look for like Bill Cipher tutorial pictures or something. But here, let me share a piece of art that I did not too long ago, and it's not finished, but it's basic. That has Bill in it. Now, as you can see, I used a mixture of the top hat, the longer one and the shorter one. The arms and the legs are disfigured, and the triangle is not cartoony. It's very straight, and the eye is not what it used to look like. The bow tie and the bricks are non-existent for this picture because it's just supposed to look like a creepy picture. And if you guys are wondering, I'm guessing you all know that this is Siren Head, and this is half his face is cut out, but this is a very evil-looking Flowey. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little doodle. Now, if you want to take this to bigger levels, you can try, but it's just a basic type of, you know. Alright, well, thanks for watching, you guys. There'll be a couple more of these coming out either tomorrow or in the next-ish week.